It's Monday time. I love Mondays. Fresh new week, things to do, things to get done. And I put on the screen today the May 19th, 2021 stats to show you we only had 17 days of inventory. Can you believe that? Oh my goodness. But we were selling homes like pancakes, hotcakes. They were just flying off the shelf like toilet paper, whatever you want to say. And we were listing homes, putting homes under contract, closing homes, and only had 18 days of inventory. And you know, last year was a stellar year with 50,000 plus homes resale, homes sold. And that was amazing. That will be a record year, in my opinion. But here's interesting. Last May, we sold 100, and we were on par to sell about 126 homes a day. So this year, let me hide this. This year, guess what? We're selling 130 homes a day. And we have more inventory. I like that story. We have more inventory and we're selling more. Okay, not bad, not bad. We've got 869 homes available for $475,000 and under. And that's because people are taking advantage of the equity they have. Going to go buy another home before the interest rates. Nobody knows what they're going to do. So they're going to go with what it is and refinance if they go down. They'll be happy if they go up. That's the story, everybody. That's what you have to tell people. That's the truth. And it looks like the investor market picked up a little bit this past week for some reason, but we'll figure that out too. I think that will readjust back down to how many we're doing a day when I post tomorrow's figures, because that's how sometimes that works. All right, everybody, we have 4,217 homes available. And last year, how many did we have? Let's see. Whoops, let's hide this one so I can see. Last year, we had 2,726 homes available. We've got something to shout about, really. This is fantastic. I know, we don't know what tomorrow is going to bring, but enjoy the day. You can't change yesterday. You can't control tomorrow. Just enjoy today. Enjoy what we have, and don't worry. There's my friend. I knew he was going to show up today. Hello, hello, hello.
Good morning.
Did you hear anything I said?
No, I just got here.
Oh, okay. So what I was talking about is last year we had 2,700 homes available. Today we have 4,217. We have 33 days of inventory. Last year we had 18 days of inventory, and it was still a record year. So I tell everybody, don't worry about the past. You can't control tomorrow. But today, people have equity. We've got 869 homes listed under 475 and under, which means people are taking advantage of that equity. They're going to probably buy because they think they don't know if the interest rates are going to raise or not. But if they do, if they buy today and the interest rates goes up, they can refinance. And if they buy today and the interest rates, did I say it backwards? Don't laugh at me.
Are you excited or what? Kane's here too. If Kane could hear you talking, he'd be laughing with me.
If the interest rates go down, they can refinance. If the interest rates goes up, they're happy. So there's not a bad story there. Buy today. And it looks like people are taking advantage of all that equity they got from the last 10 years as our prices have continued to increase. So I think it's a great day in the neighborhood. Thoughts?
I was listening to Ryan Buffini this morning, and he talked about a guy named Ron Tite that wrote a book called, the book is called Think, Do, Say, I believe it's called. And let me look. Yeah, Think, Do, Say by a guy named Ron Tite. And he talked about, Brian said the next month, I think June, he's going to give a 3-part thing about the coming recession. And he said, it's coming. And all the propaganda that you see, it's not coming. It is coming. So yes. How do you get ready? How do you get ready for it? So, and if we get ready for it and it doesn't happen, we're ready. Yeah. So prepare for the worst. Hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. And I'm looking forward to seeing what he has to say, because the people that are thinking about not buying right now, I'm 100% with you. That's a huge mistake to not buy right now. And especially people are scared out of the market. Like you said, we've almost doubled our inventory in the last 12 months, which means there's more choices for buyers. Sellers have less power than they had before. And a buyer's in a better position right now than he was a year ago. significantly, although the interest rates have doubled. And like you said, if they go down, you refi. If they go up, you look smart at borrowing at 6%.
Yeah, yeah. So there's not a bad story here. You were listening to Brian Buffini. I was listening to Tom Ferry, and he was talking to 4 or 5 of his people that he coaches that are buyer's agents. And they're all doing video. I have to tell you that. They're all doing video. And some of them haven't been in business that long, and the numbers are incredible what they're doing. And it takes a long time. Over time, one of the new people started out, doing 30 million the first year, and by the 4th year he was doing 120 million. And he said it was all from his videos. So I just still encourage people to do that. What I did last week and what I'm going to do this week is I've been doing a video about the $1 million home of the day. In other words, what was just listed, and I'm teaching people, like you said, to do how to do it. So I'm doing it and showing people as they go along how they can do it. And it's so easy, and I want everybody to do it, because you've got to get out there in front of people with your ideas, with your buyer's journey, the video about that, and then feature something. Feature the $475,000 home of the day. Because here's what I want to tell everybody today. Let's put this up here, Jimmy. Okay, so the real estate buying experience isn't what it used to be. And this is an article that I got over the weekend. And it says there are more ways to research a house, more industry professionals to use as resources, and more people looking to buy than ever before. Mm-hmm. So regardless of the recession, we sell homes in recessions. So don't be scared.
And that's what Brian Buffini said. A recession is a terrible thing to waste. If it happens and you're ready for it, you're going to be so positioned. How many people wish they would have bought more houses in 2009 and 2010? I was afraid. Well, don't be afraid. Be ready.
Be ready. Exactly. And in the first months of the pandemic, homeowners amassed a collective $1 trillion in additional home equity. That's, I don't know, but a trillion is a huge number. Mm-hmm. I think we throw it around like it's a billion, but it's a lot more than a billion.
Yeah, it's 1,000 billions. That's what it is. It's 1,000 billions.
And it takes 30 years to count to a trillion. That's what the stats say. Anyway, a big chunk of that money came from millennials looking for their first home after years of renting. So I want to come back to that little tidbit in a second. But here's the thing, Jimmy. Millennials now make up 43% of home buyers, mm-hmm. the most of any generation. And it's an increase from 37% last year.
Right.
That's amazing. And of those buyers, about 90%, guess what they use? A licensed realtor to help them find their sweet home. Now, I have to tell everybody this. What I see on television, the little bit that I watch, right, are the people saying that it won't cost them anything to buy a home. They got the best agents, and these are the referral-based companies that Tom Ferry talks about that everybody should join. Like 25 of them, so that you can be chosen. And I think we talked about how George Caprios has gotten 495 deals over the several years with HomeLight, I believe it is. So these things, the people that are buying are seeing their ads on TV. But then 90% of millennials are using a licensed realtor because I don't think they watch television, right? Right, that's true, yeah. They're watching TikTok and YouTube and, all those things, but they're not watching TV for the most part. So I think that's a sweet find there. And so with these data points that, we're talking about, it's never been more important to review your marketing and your technical abilities and your technical efforts to meet the needs and the expectations of an increasingly market-dominating generation of home buyers. You got to up your game, everybody. And I've been taught, this is my year to talk about video. If you don't do it this year, you might as well get a job, because that's what people are doing. The people that are killing it are doing videos. Now, I always have a caveat. There's people that have built a database of great relationships over the years, and they call them, they stop by, they do those types of things. I don't think they're going to lose their database of referrals because they've been in touch with them. But there's a lot of people that haven't been. So if you're not out there doing video, and building your database, that's what you need to focus on. And so when you're marketing to millennials, you have to be visible. You just have to be visible. And so it's important to understand where their attention is focused. It's social media. It's a huge deal to the millennials, to these digital natives, if you will. They champion the use of Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, all these types of programs, and that's where they are. And I know that people that are using TikTok, according to Tom Ferry's crew, they're killing it. They're killing it. If you go to TikTok and look up Glenda Baker, she's killing it. She's from Atlanta, Georgia, and she's just killing it with her short clips. She takes a Sunday once a month and does a whole month of TikToks, and I think I forget how many she posts a day. So anyway, but it doesn't matter. Just go and see what she does in this, RIP, rip off and duplicate, right?
Yep.
I mean, they don't care. That's why they're telling the world what they do, because they want the good realtors to continue to stay in business and be visible to all groups of people. And TikTok and Facebook and Instagram is where you're going to find the millennials. And now, if they make up 43% of home buyers, why wouldn't you do it? Mm-hmm. So millennials, they gravitate toward content that's more visual. Again, such as short videos that agents can take advantage of to highlight the buying process. Are you a millennial? Are you a new home buyer? Here's the journey. Everybody thinks it's keys and easy. I'm here to tell you it isn't, but I'm here to help you make it as easy as we can. Something like that. Just something right off the top of your head.
You've been saying, ever since I've been on the show, 3 things that are consistent. And one of them is that plan farm database. And number 2, you've been saying consistently is video. And of the things that you've said over the past, the one thing that I'm going to actually implement the quickest is the $1 million day listing. And I think what you just talked about, the fact that millennials are the big target, if your hashtag or your video said millennial $1 million houses, and you put the name millennial in the title, I wonder if that would get you more traction with them, because we're not talking about the sellers, we're talking about the buyers, $1 million buyers.
Yeah, right.
So just put that in the title. I'm thinking that might help get more traction. And the other thing is, if you have a plan and a farm and a database, have you ever sent your database a copy of your marketing and said, you know what, I just want your input on this marketing. Here's what I'm doing, and let them know what you're doing. And that's one way to reach out to them. And you're not asking for them for business. You're just saying, look, here's what I'm doing. Give me your thoughts. If you have any input, give me your thoughts. And they say, oh my God, that Ruthie, look at that. She's on TikTok. She's on Instagram. She's on all over the place, man. That's impressive.
It is. It really is. And the second thing that's impressive, or third thing, is you have got to direct them to your website. Get them off of Zillow. Zillow has so much advertising and so many rabbit holes they can go down, and so much misinformation, and so many other agents, they're not even marketing you, and you gave them your inventory or your, don't do that. And don't send your buyers there. Send them to your website that shows what an authority you are. And of course, that's why we build Agent Formulas websites. So agents could say, look, I know all about the schools. I know all about the communities. I have 55, 56 videos. I'm adding I have all the new communities, and I blog every day. And and they see, and on your front page of your Agent Formula website, you can put your intro video of you. And that's just a beautiful thing to do. And it wows people, mm-hmm. because you have taken the time, they think, even though we've taken 12 years to do it for you, and all you have to do is sign up, and if you don't like it, and you can cancel. There's no contract really, just a 30-day notice. So it's imperative to have a website to send them to.
Well, an opening with video, Tom Ferry said 2 years ago, he said, if I look at a company and I go to their website and they don't open with videos, he said, I'm not investing in their company. Video, he's been talking about that for a couple of years.
Yeah.
on your website, when they go on there, they either click or open with the video. Let them watch, take 10 seconds, listen to this, boom, 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 or whatever.
And if there's truly a recession coming, which I think we're in one now, kind of, that's I mean, we all feel that we're paying more for things. We're
Right.
not getting the value we did before. So to me, that's a recession. Things have recessed.
Yeah.
So, so get prepared, get your videos out there, and also, get a good website, agentformula.com. Just go there, look at all the things that we provide. You can't do this alone. And why do you want somebody else to charge you thousands of dollars for what we've done over 12 years and charge you, $59 a month? It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I tell people that I am a user, I am a customer, and I don't repair my own car. I don't build my own car. You built the car already. You've already got the vehicle built for me. So I don't know why anybody would try anything any different when this is out there. And I know why I signed up, because of Tom Leshevsky.
Yeah, right.
Tom is, show me somebody who's made this work. Tom's gotten business from it. So that was all the, information I needed to say. For this kind of price, I got to be in.
Yes. And, the funny thing is, what I was reading is that Snapchat was once the most popular, social media platform among the millennials and Gen Z buyers in 2020. But now sites like YouTube and TikTok are up at the charts. So just saying, if you want to know where to be on TikTok and on YouTube. If you're creating short videos, I mean, it's nothing to upload them to your YouTube channel. And the thing, I say this all the time, the thing about YouTube is people are searching for you. They're searching for you. They're searching for something, in your hashtag or in your tag or in your keywords that you're saying, like millennials, buy now, or $1 million home for millennials, or, whatever it is that you're trying to attract, they go and they search for you. So then they want to connect with you.
I think that, in the book Life Force I was reading, and I mentioned a couple times already, one of the things they say in there is the single most important thing is mindset about your health and your health span and your lifespan. And I'm thinking, if I'm an agent and I'm thinking, oh, I missed the train already. I missed the train. But when I look at stuff, to me, if it's not in the last 2 years, it's not as relevant as it is. So if you start now, the guys that have 12 years ahead of you, they may have some more skills, but their content from 12 years ago, I just was looking at TED.com, and a video that's from 2021, I'm watching. A video from 2006, I'm not watching. Now there's a couple prize winners. Larry Brilliant's a prize winner on TED, and he's got a 2016 12 talk or something like that on optimism, and I'm going to watch that because he's a prize winner. He won $1 million. Yes. But other than that kind of outstanding type of reference, starting now, you're not behind. And some people are, oh, I already missed the boat. You haven't missed the boat. It's time to get on the boat. It's leaving the dock. Right.
Yeah. I used to say, get off the train and on the plane.
Yeah.
Same thing. And here's what I love, this chart about the millennials. And I'm going to post it again in the group, because this really, talks about, all the things about the millennials. I mean, it just basically gives you the guidelines of, what makes them tick and how they, and if you start learning and reading about them and get all these facts, and again, this will be posted in the group before I leave today, and then start marketing to them on these key notes right here. Pick, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you got 10 days of content right there. And guess what? Then you rinse and repeat, because not every millennial is going to be looking at it every day you post. And that's the other thing that people say, oh, what am I going to post about? Well, keep rinsing and repeating.
Well, and I believe that millennials are social, and they will refer you. So you won't just do 1 or 2 deals with them. You'll do deals with them. And then once you get in, then you're in with their friends. And I think seniors are social to some level, but they're not as active in the market. So they still might refer you, but it's not going to be as impacting as if you get into the millennial market and you get them to start referring you and giving you their friends. That's huge.
Yeah, it is. So is a 41-year-old a millennial?
Yeah.
So we just listed a 41-year-old's house for $2.3 million in Red Rock. And he talks to everybody. He's got so many friends. And just case in point, just what you just said.
Well, whatever marketing piece you have, if you send it to him, he's going to send it to everybody. Whatever your
Well,
marketing piece is.
we've been sending our items of value from Buffini to every month to our community here. And he said, nobody gives me the quality information that you do, and I know it's coming every month.
Good.
It's what we say, consistency and items of value. I mean, that's what we send them. And he just loves the content. So it works.
Well, he's probably never thought of sending that content on to his friends. He likes it and he consumes it, but does he send it out? If he sees a really good marketing piece on his own house, that'll get out.
That'll get out, right? Yeah, that will get out. That will get out. So anyway, these things work. And today, Jimmy, you're going to help people even get better, at contracts. So you want to chat a little bit about the class?
Well, I think that the market has shifted, as you've said. We have twice as much inventory in the market. The sellers are not in as forceful a situation as they have been. So it still comes down to, it's not just writing the offer, it's presenting the offer. And how do I present it to the listing agent? What questions do I ask the listing agent so that the listing agent actually feels like, A, I care about getting the deal done, not just getting my offer accepted, and B, I have some empathy for the seller, their situation. And I'm seeing a lot of transactions where if you go in at the beginning, if you set the tone at the beginning that I'm cooperative, I'm collaborative with the other agent, and then somebody needs, listen, I've talked to these buyers. If your seller ends up needing another week, we're not going to blow the deal over another week. I've already talked to my buyers about flexibility in certain things, and I hope you'll talk to your sellers about the same things, because sometimes the appraiser, he trips over the curb or something, and we don't get the appraisal. Anything can happen in real estate. If we both go into this with the collaborative mindset, and I don't think we talked about that enough, partly because the listing agents have had all the power. We will present all offers on Friday. You go to this title company, get them pre-qualified. The listing agents have had all the powers. There's been a shift in the power base a little bit. How do you still, how do you embrace that? In Buffini's webcast this morning, he talked about the 5 things that Ron Tite talks about in his book. And he says the first thing is what's going on in the world. And that's when he started talking about prepare for the recession. If it doesn't happen, great. And like you said, we may already be in it, but what's going on in the world? You've told us this is what's going on with the inventory. Here's what's going on. Acknowledge that, accept that, understand it, use that as your base for your strategy going forward.
So here's something for you to write down to tell your class today.
I'm ready.
Okay. All right. You're ready. So one of the strategies that some of these coaching agents are doing with Tom Ferry is they are offering a signing bonus. So they are making the 1/2 of the earnest deposit released to the seller non-refundable.
That is not what I thought you meant. I thought you meant they were getting a buyer and they were giving the buyer a signing bonus for signing a buyer broker agreement.
No, they're keeping it in escrow. They're ensuring the sale.
So the seller is the one that actually is releasing the money to make sure that the buyer goes through with it. I'm sorry, the buyer's Interesting. There's 3 ways to look at this. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other thing that they're doing is they're saying, we want to do our due diligence. We want to see, if the repairs come in under X amount of dollars, we'll do them ourselves. Just to stand out and to tell that listing agent how bad, your buyers want this house. And these are the things they're willing to do that other agents probably aren't willing to do or haven't thought of yet.
Well, I hope you're going to pipe up today and tell people that, because those 2 strategies are really, really good. And they're not in my PowerPoint slide deck. So you better remember to say something. I wrote it down, but I'm counting on you.
Okay. And I am going to sign off, and everybody give us a like, make some comments. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. This is going to be a very interesting ride the next 18 months, I think, Jimmy.
And Ruthie has a $2.3 million house that just hit the market. If you're not paying attention, you better figure out how you can sell that listing. That would be a nice pop for somebody. 2.3 million, that's a good listing.
So here, I'll tell you a quick story. Yeah. So we were going to list it for, the seller said, I want to list it for 2.2 because my friend just sold his house for 2.2, same floor plan, same exposure, yada, yada, yada. And so I came home because I'm right around the corner. I came home and I looked, I said, a house just sold for 2.375. So I called him up. I said, I think 2.2 is too low. Let's start at 2.375. And so he was like, of course, jazzed about that. And then I'm looking, I can't tell you what else just went under contract because I don't know what it's going to sell for, but oh my gosh, I may be upping it again. It's just unbelievable what people are paying for properties, especially in this.
3-page article in the RJ this Sunday, all about luxury homes. 3 pages this time.
It's just amazing. And my friend was over here yesterday afternoon. We sold the first house in Red Rock, or not the first house in Red Rock. We sold her one of the first houses in Red Rock. It was it was a spec house that the builder built, Sunrise built, for $475,000, 2,540. It's a 2,578 square feet. It's an interior lot, in an enclosed cul-de-sac idea. So no views, beautiful home, but no views, nice floor plan, but no views, five houses down the street, just on the same side of the street, same floor plan, 1.8 million, 2,578 square feet. Now, these people came, I forget where they came from. They lived in the house 4 years. They really put a lot of money into it. They really upgraded it, right? And they took out a wall. They made rooms bigger. That's unbelievable to me. My friend was so excited.
Yeah, it is exciting. But why not just hang on to your real estate?
Yes.
What are you going to do with the money if you sell it?
She's not going anywhere. She's going to put some money into her house. And
maybe she should think about buying another house.
She won't. She won't even do a reverse mortgage. I said, you got dead money. Her house will be paid for in 3 years. I said, it's dead money sitting there. You got $1 million of dead money sitting there.
We need a few conservatives out there. Don't.
Okay, everybody. We will see you. I'm headed to class, and Jimmy, I can't wait. It's going to be exciting.